The false card you have your past is, yes, the ugly, not so lovely, horrible devil. Okay, so yeah, I hate him. I haven't seen him for a long time, so anyway. Yeah, I actually think this might be a workplace situation, but I think it might be affecting you more than a lot of other people around you, because you have a big radar for these kinds of people. I am seeing someone, yes, they are around your workplace. There are some people around this person feeding them, sort of feeding them a lot of attention. They're not this really big, loud, over-the-top person. It's a lot more subtle than that. They're quite nasty in a more subtle way. They're very persuasive. There's a lot of persuasion here. A lot of people are kind of going around saying yes to them. That's what I'm seeing, feeding their energy. If you look at the woman on this card, she has grapes at the end of her tail, and this devil's kind of really big and fat, and you can never kind of feed him enough. You know, it's never enough for him, and so these people around them keep on feeding them, and it's really, really horrible. And you avoid this person like anything. That's what I'm seeing. You don't want to be around them. You know, you kind of face away from them. You talk to everyone apart from them. You do everything to kind of be. You don't even like being in the same room as them. That's what I'm seeing there. You sometimes you do have to talk to them because they're in the workplace, I think, but that's what I'm getting. But unless you absolutely have to, you don't. That's what I'm seeing there. It's very negative. It's a horrible feeling. I hate this. And yeah, again, I'm seeing you picking up on this a lot more than other people. So other people might not see this in them. They might just go, oh, they're fine, they're popular, I'll do whatever they say, I like them, all of that kind of thing. But you see through that. You absolutely see through this. Okay, so yeah, this is what I'm saying. I don't normally see things like this, but I am now, and I'm getting a lot braver. A lot of the time I haven't, when I've seen things like this, I haven't said, but I'm going to stick my neck out. I'm becoming a lot braver than I was. So there's movement around this person. There's movement around this person. They're going to move. I think they might actually leave. There's travelling. They might even fly somewhere. They're going to move to somewhere else. That's what I'm getting in this. And it's just going to feel like these chains are broken. Look at these horrible chains around these poor people here. So the chains are going to feel like they're broken when they leave. It's going to feel really, really amazing. And even if you don't talk to them, which you don't very often, you're still in this atmosphere. It's a really horrible atmosphere. But yeah, they're definitely moving. I think it's going to be either end of this year, might be the beginning of next year. It's going to be kind of in the changing of the year. It's going to be like that. Something around a big change. So yeah, you avoid them as much as you possibly can. And that's going to end soon. And there's a huge relief, an absolute huge relief. And I think the people that are around them, enabling them, they don't realise, I think they have a feeling about this, but they don't realise how bad it actually is. And I think they're going to be relieved as well. And they're going to realise when they're away from them. That's what I'm getting. Horrible start, I know. So the next card you have your past is the Two of Wands. Yeah, I think this has been really triggering for you, because this is why you have this radar out for this person, because they remind you of someone else. I think there was someone who held you back a lot. If you look at this man on this card, he's being held back and he wants to move forward. He has the whole world in front of him. He can see that. There's this wand behind him kind of holding him back. It's bolted to this wall and he feels as if he can't move. That's what I get sometimes with that card. And so you had this person around you, and I think they stopped you in a subtle way, because it's like this devil. It was very subtle, controlling, a little bit of attention seeking as well. A lot of people around you didn't know what was happening when you were with this person. You can pick up on this because you've been around this person. And that's why you have this big, big radar because of that. Now, yes, it was an ex. You were in this love situation. And on the surface, they seemed great, just like this devil person. Underneath that, there was a lot going on. Yeah, that's why you were being held back. So I know this sounds really horrible and really negative, but you've moved past this ex, this old love connection. And now that you've done that, that's why you can see anyone who's anywhere near like that. You can see them coming along. You know who they are. So it's really good that you have that radar there, because that's preventing you from being around anyone like that ever again. So it's actually a very positive thing. It doesn't matter where it is, friends, love, people you work with, the radar is there, and it's for a reason, and it's a good thing that it's there. So yeah, I know that's a very negative start, but it's a good thing that you have that there. Okay, so the last card, you have your past judgment. Yeah, I know this is really heavy, but yeah, I think your whole life's changed since you're around this ex that I'm seeing in the Two of Wands, this kind of controlling person. Everything changed. You're very different. I think your career is quite different. I think you become a lot more spiritual. I don't mean to say they're responsible for this, but I think if you hadn't have had that bad love experience, you never would have had this big spiritual change and work change and everything else change. It's not that they did this for you, I'm not saying that, but you use that time to really heal and then really grow, and that's how you've changed. You did that yourself through that thing that happened to you. And that's another reason why your radar is so tuned in to anyone who resembles anyone like that, because you do not want to go back there ever again, and you absolutely won't do that. So, it doesn't feel good when that radar goes off. It triggers off a lot of bad feelings and memories and things like that, but it's there for your protection. That's why it's there. So even though at the time it's like, oh, this feels bad. Why does this feel bad? I don't want to feel like that. It's there to protect you. Okay, so the other thing I'm seeing is there's some information. It's coming to you. I think it's coming quite quickly. It's a lot of different things. I'm going to try and explain this to you. Yeah, it feels like a confession. A confession. I was going to say an apology, but it's not like that. It's more like a big open confession. There is love here. Whoever this is, I think they had a lot of feelings for you. Maybe they still do. They're not around you now. They're not physically near you. That's what I'm getting. Now, I think they've come to talk to you before to explain things to you. And I think when they've tried to talk to you before, this is what I'm seeing, there wasn't a lot of depth in what they were saying. But now when they come to you this time and explain things and do this confess to you, there is going to be a lot more depth here. That's what I'm seeing. Now, it's in your past because they're thinking about this right now, and they're going to come in and do this, confess to you if they haven't already. I can't see when this is going to be, but they are going to do this at some time. And when they come to you, you might have this kind of, oh, here we go again attitude. It's like, oh, same old thing. They've done this before. I don't think it's going to be like that. Again, it's going to be very different. It's going to be quite heartfelt, right from their heart. It's a big confession. It's this kind of no more excuses. I can't do any more excuses. I can't say any more. I have to have the truth. I have to tell them the truth. That's what I'm seeing. This card's about Judgment Day. There's no hiding anything. Everything's out in the open. These people are naked. They're not hiding anything. So I think it's going to be something that you're going to have to go away and think about, because I don't think you're going to be able to kind of judge one way or the other and say, oh yes, I agree, or I don't, or I believe you, or whatever. You're going to go away, you're going to think about this very carefully before you actually decide what you want to do about this. But someone's going to really open up. They're going to confess a lot to you. That's what I'm seeing in that card. Okay, so the first card you have your presence, the Eight of Wands. Yes, here it is again. Look at all these different wands. What I'm seeing is there's all these different wands, and this person's going to talk to you, and they're going to say a lot of different things. Might be 8 different things, but it might not be exactly 8 things, but it's a lot of different things. So it's very complex. I don't think this is about something they've done to you. I'm not seeing anything sneaky. I think this is about something that might have happened to them, and I think it led them to behave in a certain way. It's something like that, and that's going to come out and they're going to tell you. I don't think you're going to see this as an excuse, but it's going to feel a bit like, it's going to feel like, oh, that explains things. I see why that happened now. I see why they did that. I see why they said that. That's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm seeing. So, and yeah, it's a lot of different things as well. It's like this happened, that happened, I did this, I said this, a lot of different things, like all these different wands. So, and if you look at this card as well, there's a little house. It's very tiny. It's on a hill. It's right at the bottom. And these wands are flying in the air. They're flying past this house, way up over this house. So the feeling I'm getting is that at one time they weren't able to reach you. And that's because they haven't opened up to you properly. And you always felt that about them. That's what I'm getting. But now, here's this confession, and they're going to open up to you and they're going to reach you this time. And yeah, you'll be asking them a lot of questions because there's a lot to unpack here. Lots and lots and lots of different things. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, the next card you have, your present strength. Okay, so yeah, I'm seeing a few different things here as well. I think you do appear to be very, very, very strong to a lot of people, and you are strong. I think there are times when you'd like someone to take care of you, though. I think you do a lot of work. I think you take charge. It's like you're the boss of things. And you like that. You like being able to make your own decisions. But I think you'd like someone to kind of do that themselves, take over something without you having to tell them what to do or advise them or something. And I think you do have someone around them. I don't know if you live with this person or they're near you. It's someone. And I think they could do a lot more than they're doing. There's someone who's a little bit lazy or they're not quite taking charge. It's not like actual work. It's more like thinking work, if that makes sense. It's like, I have to think about what I have to do, where I have to go, how do I organize this and this and that. And someone else just sits back and they might do things, but they don't do any of the thinking work, the head work. That's what I'm getting. So I think you really need to talk to whoever this is. And tell them to do more. I know you're probably thinking, well, I can tell them, but they're not going to. But I think it's a good idea to kind of let them have some consequences from that. If they're not pulling their weight, let them feel some of the consequences. But yes, I won't tell you what to do because you're the boss, you're the strength card. I think in relationships it can be hard to balance that out. It's like, I know what I'm doing, I'm in charge, but I also want someone to take care of me. I think that's something you might struggle with in relationships. And I think I'm seeing relationships here because I think there is someone, they're either coming into your life or they might already be around you. I'm not sure which one. There's some love around you that I'm feeling. This person's as strong as you. So I think that's why this is coming up. They're very, very much like you. They balance you out. But I think you're going to have a problem with both of you wanting to take charge. Sorry about that motorbike. So it's like there might be some disagreements about I'm in charge. But then if they do want to take charge, just remember that feeling of, I wish someone else would take charge. It's like you want someone else to take charge, but then when they do, you're like, oh, I'm in charge. So think about getting that balance as well. Try and get that feeling of, okay, I'll let them take charge this time. I'll take charge this time. There needs to be a balance around that. So that might be something for you to think about. Okay, so the last card you have your presence, the Three of Cups. I love this. This is a really beautiful, really fun card, really happy card. It's quite complex as well. It's a lot more complicated than people think. There's a lot in there, positive and negative. Okay, there's a lot of abundance here. So I think you've worked really, really hard in your job, in your work, in your business, whatever this is. You've worked really hard to get where you are. I think you do work with this group of people that I was seeing in the Devil card. And it's showing me a similar thing here as well. It's like you get along really well with a lot of people. Then there's this one person who you really, really, really can't bear to be around. So yes, it's the Devil person again. I'm seeing there again. They set off every radar you have, everything you have. And, if you look at the woman at the front of this card, she has her back to us. So it's like you have your back to them. You avoid them as much as you possibly can. You just avoid this person. But again, I think around the workplace, there's some kind of reward coming to you. It's like a reward coming from your hard work, because all of this abundance is here. And, you know, these women are celebrating this harvest. So, you know, when you have a harvest, there's a lot of work that goes into the crops and the growing of the crops and the, you know, making the wine and all of that kind of thing. So there's a lot of hard work there, and then they're celebrating that. So I think that's about you getting this reward from your hard work at work. And I think also this celebration's about this change in the atmosphere. I think when this difficult person decides to move on, this person you have your back to, you're going to be super, super, super relieved. So you're going to feel like celebrating. So I think this is what this is telling you as well. So I really love this. 3 really, really good things here that are happening for you, especially this big thing. It's like a big promotion, and there's money involved in that. There's money involved in that because this is abundance in this card. So that looks really, really good for you. I love this, really love it. The first card you have, your future, is the 6 of Wands. So yeah, look at this. This is victory. Here's your reward. Here's this thing coming to you. Promotion, reward, bonus, some big thing like that. Rewards from your hard work. This man's in a victory parade and everyone's celebrating. You also have some people around you supporting you. I'm getting this feeling that you do have people supporting you, but a lot of these people aren't physically around you. You have some that are, but I think there's one particular person who's not around you. You talk to them all the time. You might even talk to them every day. And they've been with you all this time. You've been through a whole lot of trials, ups and downs with exes, work things, all kinds of things. And they've been with you. I'm seeing this person really close to you, really happy to support you. They've supported you through everything. And they'll be really, really, really happy to hear this news as well, because they know how hard you've worked. They know that. They've been through everything with you. I actually think, they'd love to be a lot closer to you actually than they are. They might want to come and live closer to you actually. That's what I'm getting. That's the feeling I'm getting. It might be possible, it might not be. If it is possible and that's what you're happy with, you know, discuss that with them. Try and make that happen, because they're a great support to you. If that's not possible, try and organise a visit with this person if you can. I'm seeing a lot of family around. This might be a family member, or it might feel as they might feel as close to you as a family member, but they really, really, really miss you. And I think it'd be really fantastic if you got together with them, especially to celebrate this thing that's coming up that I'm seeing. Yeah, this is really nice. Okay, so the next card you have, your future, is the 7 of Cups. Okay, so there's a little bit of convincing that has to happen here. I'm seeing convincing, someone having to be convinced. It's probably you that has to be convinced, because I think this might be about this person who's confessing to you. I'm seeing a lot of words here. This person said a lot to you in the past. This is really similar to what I see in the Judgment card and in the 8 of Wands. So it is that same person. They've said a lot to you. I don't think they were dishonest, but I'm seeing a lot of kind of nothing words, no substance in what they were telling you, excuses, things like that, vague things that you couldn't quite pinpoint, didn't really mean anything. So they might have to convince you to talk to them even. But I think once they do that, once you do talk to them, I think they're going to be really open, they're going to be really clear about things. I think you probably used to feel a little bit like this man around them, in the dark, confused. That's all going to change. That's what I keep on seeing here. It's going to change. So you're going to have lots and lots and lots of conversations with this person, a lot. There are a lot of questions that are going to come up. I think you're going to have to unpack a lot of things. And I think as you unpack things, these questions are going to come up later on. So you're going to come back and say, well, what about that? What about when this happened? Can I ask you this? They're going to be very open. They're going to be very open this time. It's a big change for this person. It's a very complex situation. I can't quite see how this is going to end. It depends on, because there are a lot of different things they're going to be talking about, because I'm looking at these wands again in the 8 of Wands, all these different subjects. So there's this and there's that and there's the other thing. So it depends on all these different things. And it also depends on all these other conversations and how they're going to go. So there are too many variables, but all I can see is it's going to take you some time to work through this with them. That's all I can see with that. So the last card you have, your future, is the World. I love this. This is fun. I'm so happy to see this at the end. I'm just looking at this because this is really showing me that this, whether this is a promotion or a bonus or something work related, big recognition there. This is bigger than I first thought, because if you look at the Six of Wands, there's a laurel wreath that this man's kind of holding up on this wand, and it's small, it's quite small. But if you look at this one, it's massive, it's huge, it's around this whole person, so it's covering, not covering, but it's big enough to go around this whole woman in this card. So it's bigger than I thought. It's huge. This is going to be a very, very big thing that's coming to you. And this card can be also, you know, it's about huge changes, going from one life situation to the other. So this is going to be very, very significant. And it's going to be really long lasting. So it might not just be a one-off bonus. It might just be a promotion or a pay rise, something that's going to last a long, long time, because there are these two infinity symbols. There's one at the top, one at the bottom. They're kind of tied like a ribbon around this wreath here. So that's going to go on for a long, long time. So, yeah, this is freedom. So this is going to bring you freedom as well. Look at how free this woman is. So if you've been going through any kind of financial problems, debts, if you have any debts, any problems like that, you know, if you're kind of feeling behind financially and can never quite catch up, this is going to bring you freedom. So it's financial. It's financial. I love seeing this so much. I mean, this reading is like a roller coaster. It has all these highs and lows. You've got the devil, and then you've got this amazing kind of victory and this money thing coming in. So really fantastic. And then you've got these talks where I'm not sure where that's going to go. So I just really hope this promotion or this windfall or whatever this is, I really hope that resonates with you. I really hope this happens, because I can see you've been working really, really, really hard, and I'm really happy to see that paying off for you.